Once upon a time, in a kingdom shrouded in the mists of antiquity, a generous soul presented the king with two majestic baby eagles. These were no ordinary eagles. Their breed was unparalleled, and the king had never laid eyes on such magnificent creatures. Delighted by the extraordinary gift, the king decided to hire an experienced caretaker to ensure the well-being and growth of these splendid birds. As time passed, the king watched with awe as the two eagles flourished under the care of their dedicated guardian. Their once tiny frames expanded into impressive forms, and their feathers shimmered with an unparalleled radiance. The king, captivated by the beauty of these creatures, expressed his desire to witness the full extent of their capabilities. Approaching the caretaker, the king instructed, "I want to see them soar, to touch the heights of the sky. Signal them to fly." The caretaker, understanding the king's wishes, raised a signal. In response, both eagles spread their wings and took to the sky. However, to the king's surprise, while one eagle ascended majestically, the other merely fluttered for a moment before returning to the safety of its branch. Perplexed by this contrasting behavior, the king turned to the caretaker and inquired about the reason behind the disparity. The caretaker explained, "Your Highness, it has been a persistent issue with this particular eagle. It does not venture far from the branch from which it takes flight." Both eagles held a special place in the king's heart, and he was determined to witness the second eagle soaring high in the sky. In a gesture of both frustration and hope, the king announced throughout the kingdom that anyone who could make the reluctant eagle fly high would be rewarded generously. Scholars, intellectuals, and knowledgeable individuals from far and wide attempted to unlock the mystery, applying their wisdom to coax the hesitant eagle into flight. However, despite their efforts, weeks passed with no improvement. The eagle would briefly take flight before returning to its familiar perch. Faced with disappointment, the king nearly gave up hope. Then, unexpectedly, a breakthrough occurred. The king observed both eagles gracefully soaring in the sky. Unable to contain his disbelief, he summoned the caretaker. The caretaker, with a smile, informed the king, "Yes, the second eagle is also flying high in the sky. A simple farmer was the one who succeeded in this endeavor." Eager to meet the person who accomplished what scholars could not, the king met the farmer, who stood before him as a beacon of humility. Intrigued, the king inquired, "How did you achieve what others could not?" The farmer, with a modest demeanor, replied, "Your Highness, I am but a simple farmer with no scholarly knowledge. I merely cut down the branch on which the eagle had developed a habit of sitting. With no branch to return to, it had no option but to fly, and fly it did." Amazed by the simplicity of the solution, the king rewarded the farmer with gold currencies and expressed his gratitude. In their conversation, the king discovered that the farmer's wisdom lay in recognizing the power of change and stepping out of comfort zones. Reflecting on this tale, we find a profound lesson for us humans. Much like those majestic eagles, each of us possesses incredible potential. However, at times, we find ourselves stuck on comfortable branches, much like that one hesitant eagle. The farmer, symbolizing the power of change, didn't rely on scholarly knowledge or sophisticated tools. Instead, he took a bold step, cutting the branch. In our lives, these branches can represent our comfort zones, the safe and familiar places where we tend to linger. True growth, like the eagle soaring high, often happens when we dare to venture beyond what's comfortable. The lesson is clear. To reach new heights, we may need to cut some branches in our lives, whether they be old habits, self-doubt, or fear. This tale is a reminder that sometimes the simplest actions can lead to the most incredible transformations. By letting go of the branches that limit us, we open up the sky to endless possibilities. Like the eagle soaring majestically, we too can achieve great things. It's a call to take that bold step, remove what's holding us back, and embrace the boundless potential that awaits.